Hello and welcome back. This is week 11 and we are studying Unit 10. Unit 10. This week we'll be talking about habitual actions, activities that we do routinely every week, every Monday, every Sunday, for example. We will also be talking about people's interests and hobbies, things that people have passion for. Maybe you watch every baseball game, for example. Okay. This week we will start on page 87 and we have vocabulary. Let's have a look at that vocabulary. The first picture from page 87 shows us a calendar. Number 1 through 7 are the days of the week, starting with number 1, Sunday. Number 2, Monday. Number 3, Tuesday. Number 4, Wednesday. Number 5, Thursday. Number 6, Friday. And number 7, Saturday. So this kind of calendar is not uncommon. There is another calendar where the week starts on Monday. So number 1 would be Monday and number 7 would be Sunday. But it's the same vocabulary. Number 8 through 16 are some vocabulary for activities. Number 8 is babysit. What does babysit mean? It is, in the West, it is usually a part-time job where somebody takes care of somebody's baby. For example, maybe you have a young child and your next door neighbor has a high school student, then the high school student might take care of your child while you work, or maybe you have a date with your husband and you have a babysitter to take care of your child. Number 9 is clean. Number 10, do yoga. Number 11, go dancing. Number 12, jog. Number 13, play volleyball. Number 14, ride a bike. Number 15, see a movie. And 16, see a play. Previously, we have mentioned that we would use watch a movie or watch a play, but it is also common that people will use the word see. Okay, see a play, see a movie, see a show, see a musical. Very good. So this is the vocabulary we will be using. Let's move on to page 88 and look at some information about Stanley's restaurant. Page 88, Stanley's International Restaurant. The top of page 88 shows you the structure of the sentences and questions we'll be using. It starts with the simple verb cook. He cooks, or he doesn't cook, the negative, he does not cook. For example, he cooks Italian food on Monday. He does not cook Italian food on Tuesday. Next, we have the question, does he cook? Yes, he does, or no, he doesn't. And what kind of food does he cook? Or when does he cook? So as we will see, Stanley cooks every day. On Monday, we have Italian. On Tuesday, we have Greek. On Wednesday, we have Chinese. On Thursday, we have Puerto Rican. On Friday, there is Japanese. On Saturday, there is Mexican. And on Sunday, American. So 7 days and 7 different nations' food. Let's have a look at the reading together. Stanley's International Restaurant is a very special place. Every day, Stanley cooks a different kind of food. On Monday, he cooks Italian food. On Tuesday, he cooks Greek food. On Wednesday, he cooks Chinese food. On Thursday, he cooks Puerto Rican food. On Friday, he cooks Japanese food. On Saturday, he cooks Mexican food. And on Sunday, he cooks American food. Stanley is a busy guy. All right, let's have a look at the questions. The first question is, what kind of food does Stanley cook on Bididit? So the first example is Monday. What kind of food does Stanley cook on Monday? Answer: on Monday, he cooks Italian food. How about some more examples? What kind of food does Stanley cook on Wednesday? On Wednesday, he cooks Chinese food. What kind of food does Stanley cook on Sunday? On Sunday, he cooks American food. The next question: does Stanley cook Greek food on Tuesday? Yes, he does. It's true. Does Stanley cook Japanese food on Friday? Yes, he does. Does Stanley cook Italian food on Monday? Yes, he does. Does Stanley cook Puerto Rican food on Thursday? Yes, he does. And the last question: does Stanley cook Japanese food on Sunday? No, he doesn't. When does he cook Japanese food? He cooks Japanese food on Friday. Another example: does Stanley cook American food on Monday? No, he doesn't. When does he cook American food? He cooks American food on Sunday. Does Stanley cook Greek food on Monday? No, he doesn't. When does he cook Greek food? He cooks Greek food on Tuesday. Okay, there are your 3 questions on page 88. Let's have a look at the questions on page 89. At the top of page 89, we have a new structure. Do you go? Do you go? Yes, I do. Yes, we do. No, I don't. No, we don't. When do you go? We go on bididit. Or I go on bididit. So we are interviewing now customers of Stanley's restaurant. Do you go to Stanley's restaurant on Wednesday? Yes, I do. Why? Because I like Chinese food. Do you go to Stanley's restaurant on Monday? Yes, I do. Why? Because I like Italian food. Do you go to Stanley's restaurant on Friday? Yes, I do. Why? Because I like Japanese food. The book presents 4 more questions for you to ask with a yes answer. So number 1, Monday. Do you go to Stanley's restaurant on Monday? Why? Number 2, do you go to Stanley's restaurant on Thursday? Why? Number 3, do you go to Stanley's restaurant on Saturday? Why? Do you go to Stanley's restaurant on Sunday? Why? Okay, let's have a look at the answers. Number 1. Do you go to Stanley's restaurant on Monday? Yes, I do. Why? Because I like Italian food. Stanley cooks Italian food on Monday, so I go on Monday. Number 2. Do you go to Stanley's restaurant on Thursday? Yes, we do. 2 people. Yes, we do. Why? Because we like Puerto Rican food. Number 3. Do you go to Stanley's restaurant on Saturday? Yes, I do. Why? Because I like Mexican food. Mexican food on Saturday. And number 4, do you go to Stanley's restaurant on Sunday? Yes, we do. Why? Because we like American food. On Sunday, we like American food. Very good. The next question is no, negative. Do you go to Stanley's restaurant on Sunday? No, I don't. Why not? Because I don't like American food. So this is the negative answer. So again, we have 4 prompts for you, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Let's practice. I will ask the question. You can pause the video and try to answer, and then I will give you the answers. Number 5. Do you go to Stanley's restaurant on Tuesday? Why not? Number 6. Do you go to Stanley's restaurant on Wednesday? Why not? Number 7. Do you go to Stanley's restaurant on Friday? Why not? And number 8. Do you go to Stanley's restaurant on Monday? Why not? Very good. Let's have a look at the answers. Number 5. Do you go to Stanley's restaurant on Tuesday? No, I don't. Why not? Because I don't like Greek food. Some people don't like those kebabs, for example. Yeah. Number 6. Do you go to Stanley's restaurant on Wednesday? No, I don't. I don't? We don't. No, we don't. Why not? Because we don't like Chinese food. Okay, I thought everybody likes Chinese food, right? Some people don't. Number 7, do you go to Stanley's restaurant on Friday? No, I don't. Why not? Because I don't like Japanese food. Fair enough. And number 8, do you go to Stanley's restaurant on Monday? No, we don't. Why not? Because we don't like Italian food. Again, don't like Italian food? That's surprising. Okay, very good. There is one more set of questions on page 89. What kind of food do you like? I like Russian food. When do you go to Stanley's restaurant? I don't go there. Why not? Because Stanley doesn't cook Russian food. That's true. He only has 7 days, and he cooks 7 different foods, but not Russian. Let's have a look at the other examples. French, Ethiopian, Thai, and Vietnamese. They are not on the menu. There is also no Korean food. There is also no British food. There is no Spanish food. There is a lot of food that's not on the menu. Okay, let's start with number 9. Number 9. What kind of food do you like? I like French food. When do you go to Stanley's restaurant? I don't go there. Why not? Because Stanley doesn't cook French food. Number 10. What kind of food do you like? I like Ethiopian food. When do you go to Stanley's restaurant? I don't go there. Why not? Because Stanley doesn't cook Ethiopian food. Number 11. What kind of food do you like? I like Thai food. When do you go to Stanley's restaurant? I don't go there. Why not? Because Stanley doesn't cook Thai food. Number 12. What kind of food do you like? I like Vietnamese food. When do you go to Stanley's restaurant? I don't go there. Why not? Because Stanley doesn't cook Vietnamese food. Fair enough. Okay, well done. Those were the questions on page 89. I will be asking you some of those questions in a Flipgrid video later in the week. Let's move on to page 90. Page 90. Busy people. As we can see on page 90, we have the first line, a man called Jeff. Jeff is a very athletic person. He likes sports a lot. He likes to exercise a lot. Next, we have Jennifer. Is this Julie. We have Julie. Julie is also a very busy person. She does a lot of studying and school activities. And finally, at the bottom, we have Mr. and Mrs. Baker. They are a busy couple, doing lots of different activities every day. Let's have a look at the reading together, and then we will discuss these questions. Jeff is a very athletic person. He does a different kind of exercise or sport every day. On Monday, he jogs. On Tuesday, he plays tennis. On Wednesday, he does yoga. On Thursday, he swims. On Friday, he goes to a health club. On Saturday, he plays basketball. And on Sunday, he rides his bike. Julie is a very busy student. She does a different activity every day. On Monday, she sings in the choir. On Tuesday, she plays in the orchestra. On Wednesday, she writes for the school newspaper. On Thursday, she plays volleyball. On Friday, she babysits for her neighbors. On Saturday, she works at the mall. And on Sunday, she visits her grandparents. And the last one. Mr. and Mrs. Baker are very active people. They do something different every day of the week. On Monday, they go to a museum. On Tuesday, they see a play. On Wednesday, they go to a concert. On Thursday, they take a karate lesson. On Friday, they go dancing. On Saturday, they see a movie. And on Sunday, they play cards with their friends. So these people are all very busy, lots of different activities. On page 91, we are presented with some questions about Jeff, Julie, and Mr. and Mrs. Baker. At the top, we have the structure for the answers. The question would be, does he or she or do they activity on day? Does Jeff play basketball on Monday? Does Julie babysit on Friday? Do Mr. and Mrs. Baker go to a museum on Monday? And the answers are either yes or no. Yes, I do. Yes, we do. Yes, you do. Yes, they do. Yes, he does. Yes, she does. Yes, it does. Or no. No, I don't. No, we don't. No, you don't. No, they don't. No, he doesn't. No, she doesn't. And no, it doesn't. Our first question, does Jeff play tennis on Tuesday? Yes, he does. Does Julie work at the mall on Saturday? Yes, she does. Do Mr. and Mrs. Baker go dancing on Friday? Yes, they do. Can you ask some more questions about Jeff, Julie, and Mr. and Mrs. Baker? For example, does Jeff do yoga on Wednesday? Yes, he does. Does Jeff play basketball on Saturday? Yes, he does. How about Julie? Does Julie sing in the choir on Monday? Yes, she does. Does Julie visit her grandparents on Sunday? Yes, she does. How about Mr. and Mrs. Baker? Do Mr. and Mrs. Baker see a movie on Saturday? Yes, they do. Do Mr. and Mrs. Baker have a karate lesson on Thursday? Yes, they do. Do Mr. and Mrs. Baker see a show on Tuesday? Yes, they do. Let's have a look at some no questions. Does Jeff do yoga on Sunday? No, he doesn't. Does Julie sing in the choir on Thursday? No, she doesn't. Do Mr. and Mrs. Baker see a movie on Monday? No, they don't. How about some more questions for Jeff, Julie, and Mr. and Mrs. Baker? Does Jeff play basketball on Tuesday? No, he doesn't. Does Jeff do yoga? Oh, no, different example. Does Jeff go jogging on Friday? No, he doesn't. How about Julie? Does Julie work at the mall on Wednesday? No, she doesn't. Does Julie write for the school newspaper on Sunday? No, she doesn't. How about Mr. and Mrs. Baker? Do Mr. and Mrs. Baker go to a museum on Thursday? No, they don't. Do Mr. and Mrs. Baker play cards with friends on Thursday? No, they don't. Very good. How about you? Do you swim on Thursday? Do you go dancing on Friday? Do you go to the gym on Monday? Do you see a play on Monday? Do you attend classes on Tuesday? Not this semester. Nope. So we can ask each other lots of questions using these examples. Okay, let's go back to some examples from page 90. What does he do on Monday? On Monday, he jogs. What does he do on Tuesday? On Tuesday, he plays badminton. Oh, tennis. Sorry, not badminton, tennis. What does he do on Saturday? On Saturday, he plays basketball. How about Julie? What does she do on Friday? On Friday, she babysits for her neighbor. What does she do on Wednesday? On Wednesday, she writes for the school newspaper. What does she do on Sunday? On Sunday, she visits her grandparents. What about Mr. and Mrs. Baker? What do they do on Tuesday? On Tuesday, they see a show. What do they do on Thursday? On Thursday, they take a karate lesson. What do they do on Saturday? On Saturday, they see a movie. Excellent. Let's have a look at page 92. Page 92 is a reading activity. Let's do the reading together and then have a look at some questions and answers. Every weekend is important to the Garcia family. During the week, they don't have very much time together, but they spend a lot of time together on the weekend. Mr. Garcia works at the post office during the week, but he doesn't work there on the weekend. Mrs. Garcia works at the bank during the week, but she doesn't work there on the weekend. Jennifer and Jonathan Garcia go to school during the week, but they don't go to school on the weekend. And the Garcia's dog, Max, stays home alone during the week, but he doesn't stay home alone on the weekend. On Saturday and Sunday, the Garcias spend time together. On Saturday morning, they clean the house together. On Saturday afternoon, they work in the garden together. And on Saturday evening, they watch videos together. Movies, maybe these days? On Sunday morning, they go to church together. On Sunday afternoon, they have a big dinner together. And on Sunday evening, they play their musical instruments together. As you can see, every weekend is special to the Garcias, and it's their only time together as a family. Okay, let's have a look at some details there. The glaring difference, maybe one of the details that you're confused about, could be the dinner. On Sunday afternoon, they have dinner together. Isn't dinner in the evening? Breakfast, lunch, dinner? Dinner time? Well, in terms of time versus food, dinner is a time. So dinner time is usually evening. Yes, that's true. Breakfast, morning, lunch, afternoon, dinner in the evening. However, dinner can also be a meal. So to have a dinner means to have a big meal. So technically, you could have a dinner at lunchtime. You could have a dinner in the evening. You could also have a dinner for breakfast, but that's very, very uncommon. So when they say have a dinner, they mean have a big meal. And if you said it's dinner time, then you would probably mean evening. Okay. Any other questions about this reading? Please put it in the comments below. Let's have a look at the pictures. So the first picture, Mr. Garcia, Mrs. Garcia, Jennifer and Jonathan Garcia, and Max the dog. So what does he do during the week? He works at the post office. What does she do during the week? She works at the bank. Two good jobs. What do they do during the week? They go to school. And what does he do during the week? He stays home alone. That's right. And then we have these pictures for morning, afternoon, evening, horizontally, and Saturday, Sunday, going down. So we have Saturday morning, Saturday afternoon, Saturday evening, Sunday morning, Sunday afternoon, and Sunday evening. So what do they do on Saturday morning? On Saturday morning, they clean the house. What do they do on Saturday afternoon? What do they do on Saturday evening? What do they do on Sunday morning? What do they do on Sunday afternoon? And what do they do on Sunday evening? You can use this to ask and answer some questions. We'll come back to that in a moment. Let's have a look at some questions and answers about this story. Number 1. Does Mr. Garcia work at the post office? Do Jennifer and Jonathan go to school during the week? Number 3. Does Mrs. Garcia work at the post office? Number 4. Do Mr. and Mrs. Garcia have much time together during the week? Number 5. Does Jennifer watch videos on Saturday evening? Number 7. Does Mr. Garcia work in the garden on Sunday evening? Let's have a look at number 1 again. Does Mr. Garcia work at the post office? Yes, he does, is the answer. Yes, he does. Do Jennifer and Jonathan go to school during the week? Yes, they do. They do go to school. Number 3. Does Mrs. Garcia work at the post office? No, she doesn't. Where does she work? She works at the bank. Very good. Number 4. Do Mr. and Mrs. Garcia have much time together during the week? No, they don't, because they're working. Number 5. Does Jennifer watch videos on Saturday evening? Yes, she does. She watches videos with her family. And number 7. Does Mr. Garcia work in the garden on Saturday evening? No, he doesn't. He watches videos. That's right. Very good. Let's go back and look at these questions. What do they do on Sunday morning? They go to church. What do they do on Sunday afternoon? They have a big dinner together. And what do they do on Sunday evening? They play their musical instruments together. So again, when we have a Flipgrid video, I will probably be asking you questions about the Garcias' habits, their routines. Wonderful. Let's move on to another activity using do or does. Number 1. Blank Mr. Garcia work on the weekend? So choose the correct answer, do or does. If you said does, that's correct. Mr. Garcia is a man. It's not me. It's not you. It's another person. So we say, does he? Does Mr. Garcia work on the weekend? Okay, do your best to fill in the blank with do or does. Number 2, blank, Jennifer and Jonathan go to school during the week. Number 3, when blank, they watch videos. Number 4, where blank, Mrs. Garcia work. Number 5, blank, you speak Spanish. And number 6, what blank Mr. Garcia do during the week? Okay, number 2, blank Jennifer and Jonathan. So Jennifer and Jonathan are two people, meaning they. So it's do Jennifer and Jonathan go to school during the week? Yes, they do. Number 3, when did they watch videos? Again, they, 2 people, 3 people, 5 people. When do they watch videos? Number 4, where blank Mrs. Garcia work? Mrs. Garcia is one lady. She. Where does she work? Number 5, you. Blank you. Do you? Very good. Do you speak Spanish? Sí, hablo español. I speak Spanish. Do you speak Spanish? Number 6, what blank Mr. Garcia do? Mr. Garcia is a man, so he, what does he do during the week? What does Mr. Garcia do during the week? That is a mistake. What do Mr. Garcia do? No. What does Mr. Garcia do during the week? Okay, how about the negative? Don't or doesn't. Again, I will read the statements for you. Try to fill in the blank, and then we'll check the answers together. Number 1. Mr. and Mrs. Garcia blank work on the weekend. Number 2. Jennifer blank work at the bank. Number 3. We blank watch videos during the week. Number 4. My son blank play a musical instrument. Number 5. My sister and I blank eat at Stanley's restaurant. And number 6. Our dog blank like our neighbor's dog. Okay then, the answers. Number 1. Mr. and Mrs. Garcia don't work on the weekend. Mr. and Mrs., 2 people, so they don't. Number 2, Jennifer. Jennifer is a female. She doesn't work at the bank. Jennifer doesn't work. She goes to school. Number 3, we blank. We don't. I don't, you don't, we don't watch videos during the week. Number 4, my son. Son is male, so he doesn't play a musical instrument. Number 5, my sister and I plus another person is we. We don't eat at Stanley's restaurant. And number 6, our dog, it doesn't like our neighbor's dog. They are not friends. They don't like each other. Okay. So that takes us to the bottom of page 93, where we have a listening activity. Listen to the word you hear. Number 1. Do you work on Monday? Do you work on Monday? Number 2. Does your daughter go to this school? Does your daughter go to this school? Number 3. We do a different activity every Sunday. We do a different activity every Sunday. Number 4. Larry doesn't play sport. Larry doesn't play sport. Number 5. We don't go to Stanley's restaurant. We don't go to Stanley's restaurant. Number 6. Sally goes to a health club every week. Sally goes to a health club every week. Number 7. She babysits for her neighbors every Thursday. She babysits for her neighbors every Thursday. And number 8. They go to work every morning. They go to work every morning. So let's have a look at the answers. Number 1. Do you work on Monday? The answer is A. Do. Do you? Number 2. Do you? Soy milk, right? Number 2. Does your daughter go to this school? B. Does. Does she go to this school? Number 3. We do a different activity every Sunday. Sunday, A. Number 4. Larry doesn't play a sport. B. Doesn't. He doesn't play a sport. Number 6. Sally goes to a health club every week. B. Goes. But we skipped number 5. Number 5. We don't go to Stanley's restaurant. A. Don't. And number 7. She babysits for her neighbors every Thursday. The answer is B. Thursday. And number 8. They go to work every morning. A. Go. In the second activity, listen and choose the correct response. Number 1. Do you speak Korean? 안녕하세요. Yes, I do. The answer is A. Yes, I do. Number 2. Does Mrs. Wilson go to Stanley's restaurant? Number 2. B. Yes, she does. Mrs. Wilson. Mrs. Wilson is female, so she, yes, she does. Number 3. Does your sister live in Los Angeles? A. No, she doesn't. My sister, female, she. No, she doesn't. Number 4. Is it broken? Is it broken? No. He doesn't? No, we don't. Really? Number 4? I'm reading the wrong question. Number 4. Do you and your brother clean the house together? No, we don't. You and your brother, we. No, we don't. Number 5. Does your husband like American food? No, he doesn't. B. The answer is B. No, he doesn't. Number 6. Do you go to school on the weekend? Do you? You? No, I don't. I don't go to school on the weekend. Number 7. Do you and your friends play tennis? Yes, we do. Me and my friends, yes, we do. A is the answer. Yes, we do. Number 8. Does your cousin live in this neighborhood? Yes, he does. My cousin, one person, so it's either he does, she does, but not they. They is for 2 or more. So the answer is B. Yes, he does. Wonderful. We have another activity on the next page, which is page 94. Page 94 is another reading activity. This time it's Alice and Sheldon. Page 94 is another reading activity, followed by a prompt for you to do your own discussion piece. So we start off with Alice, a very outgoing person. Here is Alice. Here is Alice. We can see lots of different activities she's doing. One thing she isn't is at home. She is doing no activities alone. Let's have a look at her story. Alice is a very outgoing person. She spends a lot of time with her friends. She goes to parties, she goes to movies, and she goes to concerts. She's very popular. She also likes sports very much. She plays basketball, she plays baseball, and she plays volleyball. She's very athletic. Alice doesn't stay home alone very often. She doesn't read many books. She doesn't watch TV. And she doesn't listen to music. She's very active. As you can see, Alice is a very outgoing person. So that's Alice. How would we talk if we are Alice? Like if I'm Alice, what would I say? I would have to change all the subject words to I. So she becomes I, and the verbs S take away, right? S pego, take away the S for the verb. For example, Alice is a very outgoing person. I am a very outgoing person. I spend a lot of time with my friends. She goes to parties. I go to parties. She goes to movies. I go to movies. She goes to concerts. I go to concerts. She's very popular. I am very popular. She also likes sports. I also like sports very much. She plays basketball. I play basketball. I play baseball. And I play volleyball. She's very athletic. I am very athletic. Alice doesn't stay home very often. I don't stay home very often. She doesn't. I don't read many books. She doesn't read TV. I don't watch TV. She doesn't listen to it. And I don't listen to music. I am very active. As you can see, I am a very outgoing person. Okay, so that's the outgoing person. How about the opposite? We have Sheldon. Sheldon is the opposite of Alice. Sheldon is shy. Sheldon likes to be alone. Sheldon enjoys staying home. So the beginning is given for you. Sheldon is a very shy person. He doesn't spend a lot of time with his friends. So what doesn't he do? He doesn't go to parties, I think. He doesn't play sports with his friends. He doesn't go to concerts. Maybe he doesn't go to movies. Maybe he doesn't spend time with friends. So what does he do? He watches TV at home. He listens to his favorite music. He reads books. He eats dinner alone. I'm sure you can think of some more examples about Sheldon, what a shy person might do. How about you? Are you more like Alice or are you more like Sheldon? Maybe you can tell me in the comments below, or maybe you want to tell me in your Flipgrid video. Okay. There is one more page. Well, actually, there are two more pages. Page 95 first gives you some questions to interview a friend or a family member about their likes and dislikes. As we can see, we have 5 questions, and each question has a follow-on question to get more detail. Number 1, what kind of movies do you like? And who is your favorite movie star? It gives you some choices. I like comedies, I like dramas, or I like westerns. I like adventure movies, I like science fiction movies, I like cartoons or animation. Who's your favorite movie star? I like Scarlett Johansson, maybe, or My favorite movie star is RDJ, Robert Downey Jr., or my favorite movie star is Robert De Niro, maybe. Number two is books. What kind of books do you like? I like novels. I like poetry. I like short stories. I like nonfiction. I like biographies. There are a few choices. Who is your favorite author? I like Alain de Botton. My favorite author is Joanne Rowling. Number three is about TV programs. What kind of TV programs do you like? I like comedies. I like dramas. I like cartoons. I like game shows. I like news programs. Who is your favorite TV star? I don't watch much TV, but I like Ricky Gervais. He was in the British version of The Office, a popular TV comedy in the UK. Number four is music. What kind of music do you like? I like classical music. I like pop music, popular music. I like jazz. I like rock music. I like country music. Who is your favorite performer? You could say who's your favorite singer, who's your favorite musical artist, but there are lots to choose from. Number five is sport. What kind of sports do you like? I like football, I like baseball, I like soccer, I like golf, I like hockey, I like tennis, or even I don't like. For all of these questions, you could say, I don't like movies, or I don't like books, or I don't like TV shows, I don't like music, I don't like sports. That's always an answer. But who is your favorite athlete? Or what's your favorite team? For example, I do like soccer, or in the UK, we say football. And my favorite team is Liverpool Football Club. Hopefully, the EPL will start soon and Liverpool will get their first EPL trophy. But anyhow, yes, favorite athlete? It's a difficult choice. Michael Phelps was a fantastic swimmer for the USA. He is a great athlete. Um, Usain Bolt, the fastest man alive. He's a wonderful athlete too. There are lots of choices. So feel free to practice those questions with your friends and families. The last page is page 96, pronunciation. Reduced of. So making of shorter. For example, what kind of movies do you like? What kind of movies? Kind of movies. Kind of movies? What kind of movies do you like? What kind of books do you like? What kind of books do you like? What kind of TV programs do you like? What kind of TV programs do you like? What kind of TV programs do you like? Kind of. Number four, what kind of music do you like? What kind of music do you like? And number five, what kind of sports do you like? What kind of sports do you like? Great. I hope that's been of help to you. Later in the week, Wednesday evening, Thursday morning, there will be a new Flipgrid video for you to reply to. So look out for that. Wonderful. Have a great week. I'll see you again. Bye bye.